Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a three-time Pro Bowler, Derek Carr, leading the Oakland Raiders as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense here set to take over with Russell Wilson leading the way. Wilson, a Pro Bowler 5 times in his 7 NFL seasons, including last year, when he threw for a career-high 35 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Starting lineup time for the offense. What about Dwayne Brown, my friend?
Remember when we were kids and you wanted to make sure you had the big guy next to you all the time because you needed a bodyguard? That's Dwayne Brown at left tackle. He protects his quarterback so well as provides great access in the running game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. This is Carson. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Don't worry about the packaging. LaMarcus Joyner may look like a corner, but does his best work as a safety. Great intelligence, great leadership. This guy can be used all over the secondary in order to bat passes away.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Bowden. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Space to maneuver at the 40. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, he's been Targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markel Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Ja'Kai Polite in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good. Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt. So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right? You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media. Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is Richard, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now. Hill. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down. Bowden. A gain of 3, 2nd down. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one. If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Richard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hill, flush to his right. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Bowden, he will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Richard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hill on 3rd down. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Ready, brick. 6-6, pull it hard. 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah McKenzie there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a run with Hyde. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here's Smith. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3...
There we go. A gain on the play. That's good for a Seahawks.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach... And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Carlos Hyde there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Hill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again is Hill. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now it's Hill, complete to Jason Witten. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
X3, 218, jump fight.
On 2nd down now, Bowden. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, Richard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Richard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hill. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner out there.
No. 61, matchbox light. Hey, wahoo!
Hill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down now, Bowden. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14. A Seahawk first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders have recovered.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. They haven't had to rely so much on the passing game. It's really been a team effort in the running game that's kept them successful and has them in the lead.
I like that, too. The team... Because when I was growing up, one guy carried the football, right? You stuck it in his chest 20 to 30 times a game, and he was the heavy volume, heavy dose guy. Now, you spread it around, different people touching it, and in this game, it's proven to be effective.
And spreading the wealth has been very effective. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now it's the backup Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. They'll wind up getting 8, but it's not enough. Fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
We own them. We own them.
From the gun, here's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Booker on the counter. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Where are they, team? Like 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Three.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down and 4. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
And out now come the Seahawks. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Gino. They set up the screen to Penny. Fights him off. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Geno. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Geno on first down. Short throw to Disley. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Smith. That's complete to Turner. 23 yards the pickup there. Smith now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Smith throwing again. Leaves it for Penny. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Homer. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of run.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Smith now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Carlos Hyde was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Smith going to throw again. That's caught by Hollister. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Smith. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, it's Smith. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Gino down a throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Booker coughs it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never... be a fumble from what we hear from them.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Retains possession.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.